Have you ever felt like God is about to reveal something huge in your life? In the next 48 hours, a secret you have held close will be brought to light, shared with someone you deeply care about. Are you ready? Because this revelation is coming, and it will change everything. God has seen your silent sacrifices, your unspoken love. He knows your heart. Now He says the time has come for your truth to be revealed, not to harm, but to heal. The book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 1, reminds us, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine." God is about to make sure your heart is truly understood. Stay with me. This could be the moment that transforms your life. 1. Silent love. Have you been carrying the weight of love in silence, waiting for the moment when it would finally be seen and understood? You have given your heart, your time, and your spirit to someone without expecting anything in return. Day after day, you have watched over them, been there for them, and loved them in ways that only you could. In their darkest moments, you stood by their side, even if they never knew you were the source of strength they leaned on. You prayed for them, lifted them up, and poured all of your energy into their well-being, even when your own heart was burdened. This silent love of yours is profound. It is the purest reflection of God's love working through you. It has shaped your journey, your trials, and your moments of doubt. But now, something incredible is about to happen. God says that in just 2 days, everything will change. The secret love you have carried for so long, quietly and faithfully, is about to be revealed. This love, which has been hidden from the person who holds your heart, will soon be brought into the light. They will finally see the truth of who you are and what you have done for them. Love, as the Bible teaches us, is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It can move mountains, part seas, and overcome the greatest of obstacles. As 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13 says, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love." You, my dear one, have carried that divine love within you. You have loved with patience, with grace, and with a strength that could only come from God. And though your journey has not been easy, though you faced moments of rejection, indifference, and perhaps even heartbreak, you never gave up. You held on to the belief that your love had purpose, that it would one day be seen and returned. You trusted in the purity of your heart and continued to give, even when there was no guarantee of receiving anything in return. This is the love that God recognizes in you, and this is the love that is about to be recognized by the one who matters most. Your time of waiting, of wondering if your love would ever be truly seen, is coming to an end. God's message today is clear. The love you have sacrificed so much for is about to be recognized. This is a message of prophecy, a last days prophecy, where hidden truths will be revealed, and love that has been unseen will be brought to light. Just as Philippians chapter 3, verse 8 says, "I consider everything a loss because of the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord," so too will this person come to realize the surpassing worth of knowing your heart. They will finally understand that the one who has loved them the most, the one who has been there when no one else was, is you. This is not just about a romantic revelation. It's about divine timing, about God aligning events in your life for a greater purpose. In these moments, it's important to trust in God's plan. He has seen every tear, every quiet moment where you questioned whether your love mattered. He has walked with you through the valleys of uncertainty and stood by your side when you felt invisible. But now, in the next 48 hours, God says your time of invisibility is over. Your heart is about to be fully seen, and the truth of your love is about to be revealed in a way that will transform everything. 2. Facing fear of Chang. I know you're feeling scared right now, and that's okay. Change is never easy, especially when it feels like your most personal secret, the one you've held so closely, is about to be revealed. But remember this: God is with you in this moment, just as He's been with you through every struggle, every triumph, and every silent prayer you've whispered. He has orchestrated this moment because it's part of His divine plan for your life. You've been faithful, and now you will witness the fruits of your devotion. The love you've given, the sacrifices you've made, they were never in vain. In the next 48 hours, you will see that love come back to you, multiplied in ways you could never have imagined. Over the next 2 days, events will begin to align in ways that will bring you the clarity and understanding you've been longing for. It might not happen exactly as you expect, but trust that this is God's perfect timing. Often, when we think we are waiting, we are being prepared. Everything you've faced, the pain, the longing, the feeling of being overlooked, has been necessary to mold you into the person you are today. The resilience you've built, the strength you've shown, has all been part of your journey, and now you are ready to receive the love, the recognition, and the joy that you deserve. Take these next 2 days to prepare yourself, not just externally, but within your heart. Reflect on how far you've come. Think about the strength it took to survive all that you've been through. More than most people can imagine, you've carried burdens that felt impossible at times. Yet here you are, stronger and more resilient than ever. Now you're about to be rewarded for your endurance in ways that will overflow your heart with joy. The love you've been waiting for, the one who holds your heart, will finally see you. They will see not just your outward appearance, but your inner beauty, your strength, and the vulnerability that makes you who you are. And when that moment comes, everything will change. But this isn't only about romantic love. Yes, romance may be a part of it, but this is about something deeper. This is about a soul connection, a recognition of two spirits that were always meant to find each other. It's about a love that transcends the ordinary, a love that is sacred, eternal, and rooted in the divine. So as you step into these next 2 days, I invite you to trust in God's plan. He has seen your patience, your perseverance, and your willingness to love even when it felt like no one saw you. He has heard your prayers, and now He's ready to answer them. Remember, Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 reminds us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Let this be a time of preparation and peace for you. Focus on your journey, on how far you've come, and trust that what's unfolding is exactly what God has intended all along. When that moment of realization comes for the one you love, when they finally see you for who you are, it will be a moment of transformation. Not just for them, but for you as well. You are about to step into a love that is not just earthly, but heavenly. A love that feels divinely orchestrated because it is. This is God's message today. Your secret, your deepest truth, is about to be revealed, and it will change your life in ways you cannot even begin to comprehend. 3. Challenges ahead. Let me tell you something important, something that comes directly from God's heart. In the next 48 hours, the person you love is going to see you for who you truly are, and in that moment, they will realize they've been loved in a way that is rare and precious. But here's the truth. This revelation might not be easy. You see, when people are confronted with a truth, especially a truth that involves deep, unconditional love, it can be overwhelming. There may be confusion, hesitation, or even fear, but I want you to remember this. Do not let that discourage you. God's timing is always perfect, and this is part of His divine plan. You've already done everything you can. You've poured your heart into this love. You've made sacrifices that speak volumes about your devotion. Just like God has been with you through your journey, He will be with them as they come to this realization. You are not alone in this. and neither are they. Sometimes, when the truth about love is revealed, it takes a moment to sink in. They may need time to process the enormity of what's happening, to come to terms with how deeply they've been loved, but they will get there. God says, "I will be with them as they understand, just as I have been with you." Isn't that comforting? To know that even though there might be challenges ahead, you can have faith that God is walking with you both through this journey? As Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 remind us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." You've already given your all. You've shown love in ways many cannot even imagine. And now it's time to release control. Trust that when their heart is ready, they will come to you. They will speak the words you've been longing to hear, and you will feel the peace that comes with knowing your love was not in vain. Yes, it might take patience. It might stir up a mix of emotions within you: joy, relief, and maybe even fear. That's okay. These feelings are all part of the journey. You are stepping into a new chapter of your life, a chapter where love, connection, and the fulfillment of your heart's deepest desires are waiting for you. Isn't it amazing how God's prophecy unfolds in our lives, even when we can't always see the full picture right away? You are not alone in this. Every step you take, God is right beside you. His timing, His guidance, His presence, it's all there, and making sure that this chapter of your life brings the joy and fulfillment you've been waiting for. Sometimes, it takes challenges to reveal the true beauty of what's to come, but trust that God's hand is in all of it, shaping your path. What you are about to experience is not just a simple change, it's the unfolding of a divine prophecy in your life. So, take a deep breath, stay in faith, and let God's message today remind you that you are on the right path, even when it feels uncertain. 4. Signs to look for. In the next 2 days, be attentive and keep your heart open to the signs God is sending your way. They may appear subtle at first, small, almost imperceptible shifts in the energy around you, little coincidences that might seem trivial. But don't dismiss them, because as the moment approaches, these signs will become undeniable. Whether it's a sudden feeling of peace washing over you, or a moment of synchronicity that catches your attention, trust in these signs. God says these are His way of letting you know that the revelation you've been waiting for is drawing near. This is part of His message to you today, a prophecy that's unfolding in real time, and it's one of the most profound gifts you'll receive on your journey. In this prophecy, God is asking you to trust Him fully and remain open to the ways in which He communicates. For His signs are the keys to understanding what's coming next. When that long-awaited moment finally arrives, when the person you love looks into your eyes and recognizes the truth you've been carrying in your heart, everything will change. You will no longer have to carry the weight of this secret alone, and the connection you've longed for will come into full bloom. It's not just a moment of revelation for them, but for you as well. You'll feel a profound release, knowing that they finally understand your heart and the depths of your love. The Bible reminds us in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This means that even if the road has been hard, God has always been with you, guiding you through it. And now that path is leading you toward the love and fulfillment you deserve. This love isn't just any ordinary connection, it's one that has been divinely orchestrated since the beginning of time. It's a love that will stand the test of time, a love written in the stars, meant to endure. God has chosen you for this, because of your pure heart and your capacity to love, with a depth that few people possess. You've been faithful in your love, even in moments of doubt or hardship. And now God says that your patience and faithfulness are about to be rewarded in ways beyond your wildest dreams. "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord in Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This message from God today is a reminder that His plans are always for your good, and they are unfolding perfectly even when you can't see it yet. So, prepare yourself, my beloved. The time for revelation is near, and your life is about to change in ways you've only dreamed of. The secret you've carried so carefully, the love you've given so selflessly, is about to be revealed in all its glory. When this happens, you'll step into a new chapter, one filled with love, joy, and fulfillment. Trust in God's timing and process, because He has brought you to this exact place for a reason. Every tear you've shed, every moment of doubt you've experienced, has led you here. And when you look back, you'll realize that it was all worth it. In 2 days, the person you love will finally see you for who you truly are. They will recognize the love you've given so freely, and in return, they will offer you a love that exceeds your highest expectations. This is the fulfillment of God's prophecy, His promise to you, that your patience, your sacrifices, and your faith have not been in vain. Now is the time to keep the faith, to stay hopeful, and to prepare your heart for what's coming. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." So as these next 2 days unfold, keep your heart focused on gratitude and trust. God's message to you is one of love and reassurance. He's telling you that you're about to step into the fullness of His plan for you. A plan that includes not only the love you've been waiting for, but also blessings that will touch every corner of your life. As you prepare for this moment, know that you're not walking this path alone. God is with you every step of the way, guiding you, protecting you, and ensuring that His perfect will comes to pass in your life. He knows every thought, every prayer, every tear you've shed, and He has not overlooked a single moment. "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you," says the Lord in Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, reminding us that we are seen and known by God, even in the moments when we feel invisible. So when the person you love finally sees you, truly sees you, you'll know that this is a divine moment, one that has been written in the heavens since the beginning of time. There's a powerful message in knowing that nothing you've done, no act of kindness, no moment of love has been wasted. God sees it all, and now He's preparing to bless you with a love that is pure, divine, and eternal. This love is more than just a romantic connection. It's a soul connection, a love that will bring you peace, joy, and fulfillment beyond anything this world could offer. So as you listen to God's message today, as you reflect on the last day's prophecy unfolding in your life, take comfort in knowing that you are on the verge of something extraordinary. The secret will be revealed, and the love you've been waiting for is on its way. Trust in God, prepare your heart, and get ready for the beautiful journey ahead. 5 days filled with love. The days ahead, my dear child, are going to be overflowing with love that will touch your heart in ways you've longed for. The kind of love that fills your soul, that brings healing to your deepest wounds, is on its way. This isn't just any love. It's a love that is selfless, unconditional, and everlasting. It's not coming from just one person, but from every area of your life. Your relationships, friendships, and even the community around you will be touched by this profound love. You've been a beacon of love for so long, my child, and now the love you've given out so freely is returning to you, multiplied beyond your imagination. God says this is His gift to you for the way you've loved others without hesitation, and His message for you today is to prepare for a heart filled with love. But this is not just about love returning to you, it's also about healing. There are places in your heart that have been carrying pain for too long, places that need mending, and God promises that these days ahead will bring the healing you've been waiting for. You will experience a peace that surpasses understanding, a sense of wholeness that will fill every corner of your soul. Imagine what it feels like to finally let go of all the hurt, to feel restored and renewed. This, too, is part of the blessing that's coming your way. Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 says, Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. This is His promise to you today. Peace, love, and healing are coming, and they will fill your heart in ways you never thought possible. God wants to remind you of something very important: never stop loving. No matter what challenges you face, no matter how hard the road may seem, do not let go of love. Love is the greatest force in the universe. It's what holds us all together, what brings light into the darkest of places, and what heals the brokenness in this world. Love, God says, is not just something you give or receive, it's who you are. God is love, as we are reminded in 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. He created you in His image, and that means at your very core, you are made of love. When you choose to love others, even when it's hard, you are walking in alignment with God's divine purpose for your life. I know there have been moments when loving others has felt heavy, when the weight of rejection or unkindness has made you question whether you should keep giving. There are people who have hurt you, people who have taken your love for granted or didn't understand it. In those moments, it's tempting to protect yourself by closing your heart, by deciding that love isn't worth the pain. But God says, do not let the actions of others change who you are. Don't let their rejection dim the light of love that I've placed within you. You are called to be a vessel of love in this world, and that calling isn't dependent on how others respond to you. It's about living out the essence of who you are. Every time you choose to love, especially when it's difficult, you are reflecting the heart of God. You are showing the world what it means to be a child of God. And even though you may not always see the impact of your love, it's making a difference. Every kind word, every act of kindness, is like a ripple in a pond, spreading out and touching lives in ways you may never see. Your love is needed in this world, my child. The world needs more people like you, people who love without condition, who love without expecting anything in return. God has chosen you for this purpose, because He has given you a heart capable of great love, a heart strong enough to withstand the challenges of life, and still choose love over bitterness. And because of this, God is going to use you in ways that bring light into the lives of others. But remember, you don't have to do this alone. When you feel weary, when your heart feels empty, come to God. He is your source of love, and He will fill you up when you're running low. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest, says Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. God is your strength, your guide, and the one who will fill you with a love so deep that it will overflow into the lives of everyone around you. You are never alone on this journey of love. In the days to come, be mindful of the people God will bring into your life. Some will come to bless you, to offer you love and support. Others will come with broken hearts, needing the love and compassion only you can give. Be open to them, for in loving them, you are serving God. Every time you choose to love, you are fulfilling His commandment to love one another, just as He has loved you. And God's love for you is limitless. It is vast, immeasurable, and unshakable. It's not dependent on your actions or your worthiness, it simply is. He loves you because you are His, and that love will never fade. As you step into these days filled with love and blessings, remember that the greatest gift you can give is love. Keep your heart open, keep giving, and trust in God's plan for your life. Now is the time to take action, show kindness, offer compassion, and be the light God has called you to be. Let His love flow through you, transforming your life and the world around you. Trust that what's coming is filled with more love than you can imagine, and know that you are deeply, eternally, and unconditionally loved. Go forth and share that love today.